Howdo, and welcome to Talking Paranormal with the Old Man. So I got to remember, I have a podcast called the same thing. So I have to remember this is a video reaction channel to the paranormal. Being a paranormal investigator for 30 years, this is what we do. So today we are going to be looking at a channel called KingFrostmare, and it's the scariest police videos ever captured by officers, part 9. I guess what 1X is 9, I guess. So, without any further ado, all right, King Frostmare, show me what you got, buddy. Let's do this.
Dispatch, vehicle's empty, no driver.
This video was captured by a night officer in Germany who was patrolling some old abandoned railway tunnels in Germany at the time. The tunnel was built back in 1890.
You have to realize that if this is body cam, this is like official, evidence, official police property. So this stuff cannot be faked. It cannot be edited. At least I don't think it can be. It might be able to. But so basically, if you have something that is body cam worn police officers, it's usually genuine. Let's continue.
And according to local stories, it may have been used by German troops during conflicts around that time, but during the officer's short patrol inside, something strange happens just a few meters ahead. Let's take a look.
What am I looking at? Oh, really?
About halfway down the tunnel, right on the ground, something suddenly rises up. Something that doesn't match an animal or a person. And to this day, nobody...
Okay, if that's real, that's some scary shit right there. That's what nightmares are like made out of. Stephen King should watch this.
...has been able to give a clear, logical explanation for what it actually was.
Yeah, I don't know, that's weird. Because if you look at it, it looks like he has arms coming up. But if you look, this here is like, what, train tracks? I think it was train tracks. So there's not a lot of room to get down there to hide. I don't know. That's weird. Can't explain that. In the forest.
This video joins the growing list of unsettling recordings captured deep in forests, exactly the kind that can send chills down anyone's spine. A pair of city officers were out their bicycle route when night suddenly fell. The only thing they could do was speed up, lighting the path ahead with their flashlights. They never imagined that just a few meters later, the trail would reveal something they still can't explain. Watch closely.
Hey, ¿qué miras sola? Miras por acá, bro. ¿Ah? En la oscuridad. No se me espanto, cuidado. ¿Eh? Cuidado. Juan.
I didn't see shit.
¿Ah? No, se quedó grabada.
Has it happened yet?
Did you catch it?
No.
An eerie silhouette, almost like a woman dressed in white, appears out of nowhere on the left side of the path, completely motionless, as if she's standing there waiting for them. What makes it even more disturbing is what the witnesses claim afterward. In that stretch, there are no houses, no shelters, and no side trails. It's basically an isolated, inhospitable area, a transition zone where nobody should be out at that hour. So, what do you think they ran into?
I don't know, man. It's like, let me move my shit to the other side. I don't know, man. I mean, it does look like a person, but it could be pareidolia. It could be. I mean, it's cool. I mean, if it is really paranormal, it is kind of cool.
A real person or something supernatural?
I don't know. I don't know. Mall incidents.
The next recording was shared by another
Let
night
me move my shit
officer
back
who is
over.
patrolling a shopping center in Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. The
Oh,
scene you're about to see was recorded after the
Nuevo Laredo. That is, my wife was born in Laredo. So Nuevo Laredo, which means two Laredos, is right across the border. That's interesting. Now, I have a story. It's not paranormal, but it's an interesting story regardless. We were down there when Bush, not Papa Bush, but the other Bush, his son George R. Bush, I think, or no, George W. Bush was president, and we were visiting family in Laredo, and we went across the border to Nuevo Laredo. Well, they have a lot of drug problems, not only in Nuevo Laredo, but all of Mexico. They got drug problems like really bad. Well, I think it was like the Iraq War or Afghanistan War, one of those wars were. We stumbled upon a protest against Bush and U.S. AFA, and we were like I said, unbeknownst to us, we were just down there shopping. They get really good deals down there, and here comes this like parade or protest carrying banners and stuff, pickup trucks with armed men in the back with like M16s, and we were standing there like, okay, maybe we should go back across the border back to Laredo, and someone came up, an older woman who obviously was Latino, and she started just like talking really fast. And I asked Brenda, who's also Latino, I'm like, what did she say? And she was, I don't know, but she was pissed, whatever she was trying to say. So shortly thereafter, we got the hell out of Nuevo Laredo. We went back to Laredo across the border. But it's like as soon as you came across the border, everyone would ask you if you're sick, and they're like, okay, I know I'm feeling pretty good. Well, we found out by asking her cousins that when they ask you if you're sick, do you want drugs? Because drugs are rampant now. There were army soldiers with M60 army Mexican army soldiers with M16s on the street corners trying to protect people. So again, not paranormal, but a Nuevo Laredo story.
man
Carry
started
on.
hearing a strange, mournful wail. It's important to note that the shopping center was completely empty.
Okay.
It was 2:40 in the morning.
Can you imagine hearing that shit? The mall's closed. You're a guard and of course it echoes to beat hell. It echoes. But can you imagine that? Hearing that baby crying? Carry on. Now, to be fair enough, they could have been feasibly locked in the mall after it closed. Feasibly? Feasibly? Highly unlikely. So let's see where this goes. I'm curious to see where this goes. Is that somebody standing there, or is that what the hell is that? See, this is where people misidentify stuff. I think that this right here, I think that is like I don't know, like a kiosk or something. But you see how that could be mistreated, and that's where a lot of this stuff happens. Is people think that this is paranormal, but that's clearly not the screaming part. I think that is paranormal, unless something is someone's caught after hours in the mall. But that there is definitely like a kiosk or a phone bank or something. I don't know, but that is not paranormal, and that's where a lot of people, oh my God, that's paranormal. No, it's not. Carry on. So then it stopped.
The crying of a small child
Yeah,
echoed
that's
through
weird.
the building. The officer even
Can't
managed
explain
to
that.
make out a silhouette just a short distance away from where he was standing.
What?
At
Where?
first he thought it
Where?
might be a real child. Maybe someone had somehow been left behind or forgotten. That's when he
shit.
decided to start recording. He immediately alerted his... At first he thought it might be a real child.
Oh shit! I didn't even see
Maybe
that.
some...
Right there, God! Holy shit! I didn't even see that. I was so worried looking at this. Oh, that's interesting. That is interesting. But again, if I would hope that if somehow a family accidentally got locked in there, accidentally, that the mom or someone else would be around that kid too, because that kid looks to be what, about maybe 4 or 5, 6 years old. Gosh, I didn't even see that. Holy shit. Okay, cool.
One had somehow been left behind or forgotten.
Cool.
That's when he decided to start recording. He immediately alerted his supervisor on duty
Oh,
and
yeah.
also reported it over the radio to his colleagues. But the unsettling part came afterward. When the supervisor arrived and they searched the entire area together, they found absolutely no trace of the child. No
Oh, that's
sign
cool.
of anyone
That's
at all
cool.
inside the building.
But just curious to what the backstory is why the kid is still there. There has to be a backstory. I would be interested to see if there was a backstory. But to be granted, though, they didn't like walk around the mall. At least they didn't post that part. I know that would be time consuming, but they didn't walk around the mall. So could be faked, but that kid was cool. I did not see that kid that was walking there.
So what was it? If it
I don't
truly
know.
was something
I don't know.
supernatural, some would argue it was something dark, pretending to be an innocent spirit to...
Okay. Why is everything dark? Everything is not dark, demonic, evil presence. It's not, people. That is so overused. So everything. Everything is not. It's just a fucking kid that got lost in the mall, or he's passed away and it's his spirits in the mall. That's all that it is. Why the hell would a demon or demonic presence choose a little kid? Is that threatening? No. And maybe that's why he did, but no, it's not threatening. Oh my God, I just wish people would stop saying everything is dark, demonic, evil presence. It's not. Rambling over.
lure people in.
But that is cool, though. That is cool. Creepy store. All right.
What you're about to see is the case of a night security guard who works at a supermarket. For weeks he had
Okay.
already noticed that strange things kept happening in the early morning hours, so he started documenting everything and doing live streams, mainly so that, with hundreds of witnesses watching, it would be clear that what was happening in the store was completely real. This is
Okay.
only the beginning of what started.
Or maybe he's doing it for views. Maybe this is all rigged and he's doing it for views. I'm not saying that's the case, but never know these days.
happening. Let's take a look.
Me hicieron una llamada a mi número porque me lo pidieron, ¿no? Cuando levanté el reporte me pidieron Ay, en la madre. Miren cómo se puso mi piel. No sé si alcancen a ver.
I have not seen this before.
No sé si vieron aquí ahorita en el en vivo, pero ahí donde dice refrigerados. A ver, déjame hacer como es para que vean.
See what?
Ahí donde dice refrigerados. Vi que alguien se asomó de ahí de esa pared blanca.
It's the peeker. We have a peeker.
Justo ahí donde en esa esquina. Ah, pinche piel, cómo se me puso un... Hola, cabrón. No sé si ustedes escucharon, pero escuché como que chiflaron.
No, I didn't hear it, dude.
Como si hubieran silbado.
Didn't hear it.
Clarito escuché.
Okay. Didn't hear it though, bud. Sorry. To be fair, pretty cool store.
Déjenme, vamos a checar No, pues vamos a checar ya lo último ya para irnos. Porque sí está bien caro.
Okay. If he checks the last cooler or whatever it is he's checking, and there is something there when there hasn't been anything else in the whole store, I call bullshit.
Ay, pendejada madre. Ah. Ay, pendeja madre. Oye, ahí caca, no mames. ¿Qué pedo con esa puerta? Ay, yo creo que se abrió sola. No, tiene sello la chingada. A ver. Sí, trae sello.
In my opinion, and just my opinion, is anybody that does this, where they're a security guard in a hospital, security guard in a cemetery, security guard, wherever, and if you're going live to prove to your friends that shit's happening, I'm more to believe that you are doing this for views. You have a YouTube channel or you have TikTok or whatever, and you're just trying to get views. Just my opinion, but seeing these videos, that's what I'm thinking. Because who in their right mind? I was a guard back years and years ago. I was a guard, and I had to walk around in this plant. Okay, and you would hear weird shit. Okay, noises you can't explain. Didn't ever hear footsteps or see nothing. And this is way before internet, way before social media. But I did not ever once, bring a video camera to work. And those were a thing back then. Bring a video camera. Oh, I gotta prove to my friends that this is happening. Well, back then I probably did because there was no social media. But now with social media, I think it's more for views. Prove me wrong, but prove me wrong.
Hay unas puertas que se abren, ejemplo, a ver, estas de acá. Una de estas. Creo que es esta. No, esta también trae sello. Hay unas que no tienen sello y se abren solas. Esas sabemos que se abren solas. Ah, esta, miren, esta no tiene sello y se abre sin pedos.
Up to this point, what he's experiencing is strange sounds like someone whistling behind him, and even finding refrigerator doors standing open.
Ay, pendejada madre.
And honestly, up to here, you could still think these might be normal events with a possible explanation, but after a couple of nights, this guard experiences what you're about to see.
No, pues ahora sí se
All
pasaron de
right,
lanza.
see what you got, buddy.
Muchos fantasmas. Acabo de prender las luces, pero la neta, ahorita ahí atrás de ese mostrador, por donde se ve la báscula, pasó una persona. Y así el chile, lo primero que hice fue mandarle mensaje a mi jefe. Y posteriormente a eso le hice una videollamada. Porque la neta, no, así me dio un pinche sustazo, pero cabrón. Sigo pensando que tal vez fue una persona, pero pues ya le di una vuelta a todo y no se ve nada. Entonces sí fue un pinche fantasma. Ahorita le subo el video de cuando le mandé a mi jefe porque la neta sí estuvo cabrón. Clarito, clarito, claritito vi como ahí atrás pasó alguien. Después que no vi si se metió esa puerta o si nada más pasó, pero clarito vi que pasó alguien. De ese refri hacia atrás de la báscula pasó alguien. Bueno, ni es refri, es como rostizadora de pollo. De esa para allá atrás de la báscula pasó una persona. Ahorita les pongo el video para que vean, no, mamadas neta. Y voy empezando mi primer rondín y ya me pasó esa pegada. Oye Memo, ¿qué crees? Como ya te decía, me puse de una vez a checar temperaturas. Estoy aquí, apenas iba con lo de los quesos.
Yeah, I haven't seen shit yet.
Y no sé si veas, pero la neta traigo bien china la piel, güey. Aquí donde está la báscula, eso verde que se ve, acaba de pasar alguien, güey. La neta no sé si hay alguien aquí adentro, pero acaba de pasar alguien ahí, güey.
Uh-oh,
Ya.
it's building up.
No sé si veas mi piel, güey, está
We got
bien
music.
pisada, güey.
What's gonna happen?
Acabo de ver cómo pasó alguien ahí, güey. Ahí para que cheques las cámaras cuando llegues, porque la neta te voy a ir para allá, güey. Voy a dar una vuelta para allá. Vi que pasó alguien, güey. No sé qué pedo, pero igual te aviso por cualquier cosa, güey.
In this recording, while the guard is explaining what happened, the people in the audience keep posting that they can see something right in the area where he had seen
What?
someone pass minutes earlier.
Where?
It's a strange, shadowy silhouette. It even looks like it hides as if it realizes that the guard
What?
is looking over.
Where?
Traigo bien china la piel, güey. Aquí donde está la báscula, eso verde que se ve,
What?
acaba de
Where?
pasar alguien, güey. La neta no sé si hay alguien aquí adentro, pero acaba de pasar alguien ahí, güey.
What's crazy is that these kinds of things are very common with night guards. Many report seeing shadows sliding by,
I
figures
don't know.
hiding behind shelves,
That's pushing it.
presences that seem to move through the aisles
That's
when the
pushing
stores
it.
are completely closed.
Sorry, but it
Some
is.
say these entities can recognize people who have a special sensitivity at night, people whose
This is
energy,
true.
without them even knowing, acts like a kind of beacon.
Veo aquí que es así bien ¡ay, cabrón! ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡Ay, cabrón! ¡Pinches mamadas! ¡Oh!
Okay.
¡Puertas y mierda! Me cerraron la puerta, me abrieron la puerta y me la cerraron atrás de mí.
Okay. So, and this kind of like solidifies my take on this. That this is for views. Okay. Supposedly, the first time he did this was to show his friends because no one would believe him. Okay, to show his friends. Now on the second night, he's doing it again. So, to me, just from my experiences, I'm claiming BS on this, and this is strictly for views. But prove me wrong.
No sé cuál de todas
Prove me
fue,
wrong.
pero una de esas puertas me la cerraron, me la abrieron. Ah, vean mi piel cómo está. Vean mi piel. Ah, pinches mamas. Ah, su perro. Y ahí fue donde hace rato los dejé ahí atrásito.
I have to love the heartbeat music though.
Ah, no mames.
That's kind of cool.
Déjeme, voy a la luz nada más porque siento que cuando voy a la luz.
So what is he
se
going to
traba.
see? What is he going to see? What is he going to see?
Simón, ya voy para arriba.
It is
Nothing.
unknown if these scary events are still going on
Okay.
at this
That was
place.
kind of like anticlimactic. Crutches. But I did like the heartbeat. That was cool.
The following clip was shared by drunk ghost explorers who were investigating an abandoned hospital at the time. A neighbor called the police after
Wait. Did he say drunk ghost hunters? Hold on, I gotta play that.
Thinking someone was breaking in.
Hold on. Hey, crutches, okay.
The following clip was shared by drunk ghost explorers.
Oh, drunk ghost explorer. Okay. No, no disrespect. I mean, that's a catchy title. But how can you be taken seriously when you have your name, drunk ghost explorer? I wouldn't take it seriously.
Who were investigating an abandoned hospital at the time. A neighbor called the police after thinking someone was breaking in.
And that's why, and I know I'm stopping this a lot, but this is why our group that has been around for 30 years, Southeast Michigan Ghost Hunter Society, SCMGHS for short, we never break in. We don't ever trespass. We get permission first. You do that, you avoid this whole police intervention BS. Just saying.
When officers arrive and start talking with the team, something genuinely creepy happens.
So I'll show you this one. No, this is no. Oh, what? Did you touch it? You guys touch that? Sure. No one. I think I caught it on. I think I caught it on cameras. I don't.
No one
that
was even there,
right? That was just like on that. There. It's like that.
Yeah.
Sultry.
From tonight?
No, this is my cousin. Oh, what?
Yeah.
Sultry.
From tonight?
No, this is my cousin.
Oh, for a second I thought the door closed. That door right there, I thought that closed, and I was going to say, hey, just go in there and see what's in that room to prove it. But it wasn't. It was like a piece of wood or something was leaning up against the wall, and that's what fell.
Oh, what?
There's no.
A pair of crutches suddenly clatter over
crutches.
like something unseen.
Oh, hence, crutches.
Just tripped right into them, and from what you can tell, nobody even comes close to touching them. So what was it? An actual presence moving through the room? Or just a
Strange.
random draft that hit them at the perfect moment? Either way, it's a pretty unsettling piece of footage.
It could be, if it's real. Creepy reflection.
Police responded to a report of loud screams coming from an old abandoned school, and what happened next was captured on body cam.
Noise.
You know what time that is? It is time to go inside myself. Okay. Well, I guess we are now going to be inside this building. Let's see if there's anything in here before we start. Is there someone in this building?
Nope.
Hello?
No one but us ghosts. There's going to be a peeker.
Okay, guys, we're going to do a little check on the cameras like FNAF.
At first, the search seems routine. The officers move through the building and everything feels quiet, almost disappointingly normal. But then, in one moment, something odd shows up. A strange reflection appears in the glass of a door.
Oh.
And at almost the same time, the door starts closing on its own.
I did not see that.
Oh no. Great.
I don't know about that.
That was not me. Nope.
Some people argue the reflection is probably just the officer filming.
Yeah.
But even if that's all it was, it still doesn't explain why the door moved by itself. So what do you think happened in that school that night? Was it just a draft and bad timing?
Did you see the shadow?
Oh no. Great.
Right before that.
The door starts closing on its own.
Oh no. Great.
It might just been an officer. Because there was a shadow right in that area. Carry on. Yeah, I don't see it. It could have just been one of the officers coming in or coming up the stairs. Okay. Yeah, almost looked like it's something
That
blue.
was not me.
Like an officer's uniform.
Some people argue the reflection is probably just the officer filming. But even if that's all it was, it still doesn't explain why the door moved by itself. So what do you think happened in that school that night? Was it just a draft and bad timing? Or was it something else in there with them?
Just parking.
A female night guard just finished her
Could be
shift when
kinky.
she tells us that she felt somebody was following her the last few hours of the night. It got so bad that she even started hearing voices in the parking garage on the way to her car. These are the moments when it happened.
Okay.
I was walking back to my car in the parking garage, and I keep hearing my name.
What?
It's coming from the stairs, but I don't see anyone on the stairs.
Okay. Why the hell, if you're a female and you're walking in this parking garage and someone calls your name, why the hell are you going to investigate? Have not you seen horror movies? This is how people get offed by doing this kind of shit. Run away, lady, run away.
I've been up and down these stairs. I don't see anyone.
She's looking for trouble, man. Looking for trouble. Get out of there, go. She's brave.
As
She's
she
brave.
heads down toward the basement level to find
would
her
do it,
vehicle, the
but she's
situation
brave.
gets even stranger. It's almost as if someone is walking with her, because right behind her, you can clearly hear a second voice. And when she finally reaches the parking area, she's hit with the most terrifying surprise of her life.
Oh.
A mysterious shadow seems to be hovering over her car,
Oh.
as if he is waiting.
Come on. All right,
I was just
let's see
walking
it.
out of my
Let's see it.
And look. You see that?
No.
You see that shadow?
No.
It's following me.
A very unsettling sight. One can really see a deep darkness spreading across her car, and if you look closely, you can make out the outline of a human figure positioned right on top of the vehicle, as if it's crouched there, watching her, locked onto whoever
okay.
is filming. It's a shadow that seems to take
I
on a
don't know.
life of its own
I
in
don't
the
know,
dim
that's-
light, thick, heavy, and so
that's
dark
pushing
you
it.
can't make out.
I mean, granted, she's in the corner. She's parked in the corner. I think that would be natural, having the light, no lights in the corner, depending on how far you are from a light source.
Out any human features at all. That's why so many people
Yeah.
believe this isn't just a trick of the
I
light,
don't
but
know.
something paranormal. Some even link
I
it
mean-
to a familiar legend, the so-called Hat Man. Unfortunately,
Yeah, I
the
don't know
incident
about
doesn't
that.
end there. The woman keeps documenting what's happening, and it seems
could be.
that this
It could be.
shadow even followed her into her own home.
I'd be curious to see if she has a TikTok account or YouTube channel.
You see that?
I'm curious.
There's a shadow in the corner of the kitchen.
The chain of events and the chilling evidence she's managed to capture pushes her to the edge. She insists the shadow isn't an illusion, it's a real presence physically manifesting, and it's left her completely exhausted and terrified, and it is unknown how she dealt with the shadow
Is
in
there
the
a
end.
point where you are looking for this kind of stuff and you see it when there's not anything there? I don't know. Oh, I can see it,
We'll keep our eyes open.
but the camera is so pixelated, it's hard to make out anything. Scary CCTV, which, in case you don't know, that's very common in Britain and the UK, is closed circuit television. Basically, here it'd be like a ring camera, a security camera, but over there they call it CCTV.
A night security officer and his team were assigned to watch an old building after neighbors reported strange shadows drifting through the property, and on some nights the sound of someone quietly crying. According to a local story, a young man allegedly died in that home at the hands of his own father, and ever since then the spirit is said to be stuck inside the house, unable to rest. So
Yeah.
the crew set up multiple security cameras,
Interesting.
let them run, and monitored the feeds for a while. And when they finally went back through the footage together, one recording in particular stopped them cold. Eventually, there comes a moment where they believe to have caught the terrifying apparition. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, let's see. I'm curious.
Ada ya aman ya. Di sini aman, oke?
I mean, it's nice that you're doing this, but move your freaking finger. I don't want to see your finger. Let me see this for myself. And then go back and show me your finger where it's at. But let me see it first.
Kita coba lihat ke atas belum, atas sebelah sananya. Atas mana? Atas tengah ini. Coba.
And
Terserah kalian guys. Mau pilih yang mana? Tuh kan nggak ada.
I'm not sure what I'm seeing here. Oh, nah. I'm sorry, dude. That could be anybody. That could be a friend. That could be anything. I'm sorry. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think so.
You can make out what looks like the face of a small child. Even the person filming sounds completely stunned. In the moment, he doesn't seem to understand what he's looking at or how to explain it, so he starts wondering if it could really be the spirit of that little boy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's too obvious. And then when he backs away, it's just too. That could be his little brother, man, or his cousin, or his cousin's brother's sister's kid. It blinked. You see that? It blinked. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think that's real.
Is that possible? A tragic story? And a disturbing recording, if it wasn't just a skit, of course.
I think it's staged. Sorry. Mall incident. Hope
Now
it's not
we're
the same
looking
one.
at the security camera footage uploaded by night security at a shopping mall. We see one of the shopping levels when out of nowhere something really strange appears. A frightening female figure that seems to be floating. Let's
Okay.
watch what happens in the recording.
Let's see it. See what you got. Okay. Oh, there she is. No, she is floating. Okay, she turns towards the camera. Okay.
You can
And that's
see what
it?
looks like a woman drifting through the frame. She first shows up in the camera's blind spot.
Well, it isn't a bug. It's not light, obviously. I don't see no cuts.
And then the lens finally catches her.
Yeah, I see
It
it.
looks like she isn't walking at all,
So,
more like she's gliding.
did you
and
see
the
it?
creepiest part is the way she slowly becomes clearer, almost like she's taking shape right in front of the
I don't know
camera.
about that.
She seems to turn slightly,
Yeah.
and that's the exact moment where you can make out the outline of a woman. Unfortunately, the clip ends there, so we don't know what happened next.
But why does the clip end? Was it edited in, I wonder? Scary woman.
The next video was captured by a night guard
Not pretty
patrolling
woman,
a complex
scary
in the
woman.
midst of night. After hearing some strange noises, he enters one of the rooms, and shortly after has to deal with a pretty freaky encounter.
God, he walks loud. What the fuck? Was that him? Or not him? No, it's him. Wait a minute. Oh, I don't know about that. I don't know about that.
As he hears something behind him, he turns to check, and there's nothing, no one, nothing moving. Then he faces forward again, and as the door opens, a woman in white is suddenly right there in front of him. He doesn't hesitate, he bolts. Many would say this is probably just a creepy film project, but if
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
what exactly took place here?
What was it?
The night
I don't
officer
know.
began detecting unusual and mysterious sounds while monitoring an aging facility. He also reported occasional
Hope you tell
unexplained
me,
silhouettes
'cause
that
I
left him
have no
puzzled.
idea.
The clip you're about to see shows what might be behind these eerie occurrences.
Vean eso, miren.
See that? I don't see shit, dude. I see a flashlight. Or is that a reflection? No, I don't see it, dude. Sorry. Oh, that. Oh, shit. Is it reflection from him? That's what it looks like. He's reflecting against something.
This
What?
footage appears to have recorded something truly baffling. Quite a few people suggest this might actually be extraterrestrials making
that's a
contact.
gray. That's a gray. That's a gray alien.
And for some unknown purpose, they appear to be drawn to this location.
But why would he have a flashlight? But I still say, well, shit, maybe not. You don't have a flashlight. As you were. Never mind. He's just filming. Okay. Well, possibility. That did look like a gray to me, man.
Is this actually happening,
From
or
what
is
I've
there
seen,
another explanation
that's a
for
gray.
these events?
Ah. All right. All right. All right. That was KingFrostmare. That that was good. That was good. If you haven't already, please go to his website and subscribe and like his videos. I have seen them before, and they are good. They are good. Again, if you want to subscribe to mine, would appreciate it. If you want to share my stuff, I would appreciate it. If you want to like mine, subscribe to mine, I would appreciate it. Don't know what it does, but I guess it helps the channel. I have like I think a few subscribers. I'm just starting out. I realize that, and I don't try to be a skeptic with these things, but being an investigator, a paranormal investigator for as many years as we have been, so much stuff can be faked, and it's hard to tell what's real and what's fake. So on these videos, I'm just using my experience of 30 years as a paranormal investigator, the things that we have seen, the things that we've experienced. That's where I'm basing all of my stuff on. I'm not trying to be a skeptic. I'm not trying to be, oh, he's just whatever. No, it's just I'm just going by what we have experienced in all of our years as a investigators. So hope you like it. Again, that was KingFrostmare. So go to his page and like it and subscribe and do the same for us. Thank you. Hope you enjoyed it. And until the next one, hopefully this weekend,